Okay, so we're live here on the Paul Farrington Show. Paul, joined by Jack Weinberger and Robert Ziggy Ziegler at the University of Virginia. We are also joined today. Producer Zach couldn't make it. He has to watch. We get a text from producer Zach at like 11 a.m. We're going live at noon. He's like, hey, I got to watch this dog, and if I don't watch the dog, he will eat the guinea pigs that I'm with. I was like, what? What world is this guy?
He should have brought the dogs here. Am I right?
I don't
just
know.
bring them over here.
Who let the dogs out?
Yeah.
Not producer Zach. He's
A
keeping the
little
dogs under
chaos
control.
on the show.
Also, like guinea pigs, like who cares? It's a guinea pig.
I don't know what dog also is going around munching on guinea pigs. It just makes no
I mean,
sense.
clearly these dogs, right? You don't make a rule like that unless you had some experience. Like some guiney pig has been murdered by this dog.
Gosh. So if everyone can hear us, just let us know in the chat. We see that we have the live chat going. Please feel free to drop questions.
I'm gonna pull up my phone.
We have actually today we have producer Lauren. My sister filled in for Zach. So go ahead, Lauren. Show yourself on camera. There you go.
Can we get a round of applause for producer Lauren?
Good job, Lauren. This is kind of dangerous. I
Lauren,
don't like having a live chat with my sister.
Give one meow sound, like one meow sound, one cat sound.
I don't do that for free.
All right, fine. Oh, okay. Hey, that's
no.
$5 here, Lauren meow.
You might have to just completely be quiet the rest of the show.
$5
I don't like this
You
at all.
can't silence me.
All right, so good morning to everyone in the chat.
Someone said we
says,
can't
we
hear
can't
you.
hear you. I hope that's not
No,
true.
he's messing with us. He's messing with us.
I hope that's not true. So we got a really fun week 9. Oh, let me confirm. Can you hear us? You can.
No,
hear us.
I've got
Come
the
on,
video.
come on,
It
my
comes through
man.
just fine.
Don't do that to me. I've producers training in my blood, so I don't like. And whenever I see we can't hear, I get very nervous. Okay, so week 9 of the NFL season. A lot of big games today, Jack. A lot of big games. The NFC North is loaded with them.
Yeah, there's big games for the NFC North. This is the worst NFL slate.
I think that Cowboys, Falcons, Broncos, Ravens are pretty big games today. Am I crazy?
No, Broncos Ravens is no game where a team is a 10-point favorite is a big game, and the Cowboys and the Falcons is not a big game because the Falcons are winning division, and who cares about the Cowboys?
I will be taking a nap through the 1 to 4 games, but I'll probably get up and watch the 4 o'clock games.
That's fine.
I understand we run an NFL show. It's my job to like hype up these games. The NFC North games are all pretty good. The rest of the slate, who cares?
I also came to stir the pot a bit today with this Megatron jersey. I did all week.
Jack walked in the basement. We had no idea he was going to wear this.
All week I've loved the Packers, but I forgot how amazing the Lions are, so I took the Lions today. Showed up in this Calvin Johnson jersey. I think the Lions are going to win pretty big.
Oh, jeez.
I came to stir the pot.
It's only asking for some problems by wearing that jersey. That's a dangerous jersey to wear on this show, especially with our audience.
With our small...
he's reverse jinxing the Packers.
Yeah, maybe I was 0-5 or saying college football. Maybe the Packers fans should appreciate the fact that I'm on the Lions today.
I mean, yeah. You've been okay. You haven't been a jinx or anything lately. I don't think you're a jinx.
No,
or a fade. I don't know. Maybe.
You're
starting
just
to get
an
there.
idiot.
Depends on the week. Lauren, baby, relax.
Oh, here's our friend Andrews in the chat. He said, "Did I miss the Jets praise?" Ziggy, are the Jets back?
No, the Jets aren't back.
I think the Jets might be back.
Did the Garrett Wilson catch change everything? Was that the moment everything turned?
I think they might be back. Well, the Jets,
they're 3-6. It's over.
Yeah, if they had a competent kicker, they'd be like 5-4.
Wait, why do you have a Megatron jersey?
Don't worry about it.
Where do you get why do you have a Calvin Johnson jersey?
Don't worry about it.
That makes no sense at all.
So, I went to the Lions bar last year to watch the playoffs.
Yeah.
My buddy Alex gave me this jersey. He's like, you can keep it. I'm like, sure. He's like, you never know when you might need it. And here we go. I need it for this show. So.
Oh, jeez. Producer Lauren, remember I told you how to slide up the volume? Can you slide the volume up a little bit? Let's see. This is Lauren's real first test as a producer.
Okay,
on the
I
show
know
here.
how to do it for Ziggy. I don't know how
it
far
does
to
it for
go.
everyone. Just go up a little bit. You got it.
I went up a little bit. Is that enough?
That's fine. So, One Shadow Gaiman says, Lion vs. Pack going to be a good game. Go Pack, go. He donated $2. Thank you very much, Shadow Gaiman. It's a cool name, Shadow Gaiman, by the way.
We'll be getting that game soon, but there's a game we have to talk about first because we're going through these NFC North games chronologically, and that's a 425 game.
Yeah, Ziggy put on his producer hat, and we were talking about what the rundown for today's show would be, and he said, no, we're not leading with Lions-Packers, even though it's the biggest game. We're going Cardinals-Bears. You know, Jack?
That's the most interesting game.
We also...
Cardinals, NFC West contenders, the Bears, shocking Caleb Williams. Will you get good Caleb Williams? Will you get bad Caleb Williams? This is the most interesting game on the slate.
We also do have to clarify these 4:25 Eastern time. Eastern time.
Clocks went back.
Yep, Eastern time. Also, I know a lot of our viewers are from the Midwest, which is an hour behind us, I believe. So that'd be 3:25 Central time. right?
Can we get a round of applause for the clocks for giving us an extra hour of sleep last night?
Yeah,
Round of applause.
Jack walks down there and he goes like, "Oh, I feel a little bit more refreshed today. I don't know why." We're like, "Well, the clocks went back." He's like, "Oh." So I actually woke up at noon today. We're like, "Oh God, Jack. Oh God, we have a
Yeah, I was up early today. It's only 11 o'clock. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Man. So the Bears and the Cardinals, and please feel free to leave comments throughout this. We're going to do a little listener mailbag at the end here. They're the only two teams remaining from the original NFL. Do you know that? In 1920, the Bears and the Cardinals, as they face off today. So a little throwback to the early days of the National Football League.
I didn't know that.
And the Bears have not, other than London, which I guess you could kind of count as a road game, even though it was all of the decorations and the stadium atmosphere was tailored to the Bears because it was technically a home game. The Bears have not won a road game this year. So they go to the Cardinals, who have won 3 of 4. Kyler Murray's playing good football. Where Ziggy, right now, you've kind of been a Cardinal guy all year, and I believe you picked the Cardinals to win this game. Are you still feeling pretty confident?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, first of all, thank you, Butt Pounder 420, for donating and saying that Jack finally dressed up as a clown. That's pretty good.
Finally did it.
I'll tell you, you're not going to hear about this angle anywhere else. The Bears are at an unusual disadvantage traveling on the road. They didn't get an extra hour of sleep because Arizona doesn't do daylight saving time.
What?
Yeah, no, they don't.
Really?
Arizona just straight doesn't do this. Most
How
people
do you just
don't.
not
I
do
didn't-
that?
They just decided not to do it.
There was an exemption written in. They were grandfathered in the federal law. They said, all right, you don't have to do this.
Yeah, I mean, why
But
do that, though? It's pointless.
I
right?
would love to get rid of it.
Yeah, same. Like, why do that?
The fall back is great when you get the extra hour of sleep, but then, especially here in Jersey, it'll be like 4:30 p.m. and it's black outside, and you look out and you just, oh God.
Yeah.
The Vikings are down 40. it's pitch black
It's awful.
outside.
You have work the next day
tomorrow.
or school or whatever.
I'll tell you why I'm feeling good about this Cardinals team. The Cardinals had one of the worst run defenses in the NFL. And the key to the Bears' offense is DeAndre Swift getting going. Now, you might say that's a recipe for disaster. What are you talking about, Ziggy?
Yeah.
Well, there was another team with a quarterback that sometimes gets hot that went to Arizona that goes through the running back and got absolutely annihilated. That team was the Los Angeles Chargers. J.K. Dobbins, 15 carries for 40 yards. When the Cardinals can sell out for the run, they can get it done. And against this Bears team, I think you can beat them as long as you can limit DeAndre Swift. The Cardinals have shown they have the ability to do that. And you've got Kyler Murray, who's a good enough quarterback that I think he's going to be able to put a few points on the board and outscore the Bears defense, which is what's going to be asked of him today.
Okay, so you've really gone all in on DeAndre Swift here, Ziggy. I've noticed that. Have you noticed that, Jack, the past few shows? Ziggy's really been in on DeAndre Swift.
I mean, you look at this Bears team. When DeAndre Swift is going, Caleb Williams throws for 500 yards and 10 touchdowns. When he's not going, Caleb Williams throws for 80 yards and 3 interceptions.
I mean, there's good reason for Ziggy to be so high in Swift. I mean, he is the Bears' offense because this quarterback's not. The quarterback stinks. And I was a little bit nervous. He was making me nervous these last couple of weeks ago. Maybe I was wrong. Then he came back to earth next week, and he's got to understand, like, this isn't the Arizona Wildcats now or the Arizona State Sun Devils. This is the professional team out in Arizona. So he has no chance. I like the Cardinals. What's the spread? -2? Something easy, something light?
I think it was 1.5.
This is my lock of the week is Arizona at home.
Really?
To murder Caleb Williams and the Bears. Yep.
Oh, man. So I think this is a spot where Caleb could bounce back.
It's a bloodbath.
I told you guys during the preview show, I'm leaning more towards the Bears defense. I'm putting my faith in them. I mean, the Bears this week, apparently all the leaders, the captains, they came up to the coaches. Like, they were very open about what happened last weekend in Washington with Tariq Stevenson and the celebrating and the bad play calling. The players were actively calling out coaches this week about some of the decisions that were made. Primarily, you could think back to letting Doug Kramer get the handoff, their offensive lineman, take the handoff on the 1 yard line. Do you remember that? We fumbled in the fourth quarter. Like, those are kind of things people are looking at going, you guys have some of the better running backs in the NFL, or you have one of the better running backs in the NFL. What are you doing getting cute here? Like, just pound it in. Oh, here we go. Just pound it in. Just pound it in and score.
Oh, come on, with your sister on the mic? Oh, come on.
But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, like, this is a Chicago team that I think has a chip on their shoulder from last weekend. They should have won that game. Everyone knows they should have won that game. Honestly, probably shouldn't have even come down to the Hail Mary because they turned it over on the 1 earlier. So I think that they are going to come out angry. And the Cardinals are a good team when Kyler's on, but they can also be very, very bad. And if the defense is swarming like I'm expecting them to, I think they have a message to prove, point to prove. I'm going to Chicago.
They can come out as angry as they want. Doesn't matter.
You're not scared of the Bears?
I got the Cardinals.
You got the Cardinals?
Nah, this Cardinal, this is rare because this is the one time where a Cardinal is going to beat a Bear. Usually you'd see a Bear maul a Cardinal, but I think the Cardinal's going to somehow beat a Bear today.
Cole, I know they benched Stevenson. I think it's generally for the entire team that was going to come out. I mean, it's an angry Bears team. Do you fear the Bears when they're angry, Ziggy?
I think that this Bears team is undisciplined. So if they come out angry, what that's going to mean is penalties and mistakes.
Probably.
No, it's just like this Bears team at this point, it's clear they are just not well coached. Say what you will about Jonathan Gannon. He's goofy. He's a little bit strange. I don't quite understand what he's doing most of the time. But this Cardinals team always plays hard, and they usually play decent football. And when Kyler Murray's in the lineup, like that's good enough for them to win a few games. Don't forget, right? Like this Cardinals team, they have a lot to play for. They have one of the easiest schedules left in the NFL. This is a winnable game. And they actually more or less control their fate for winning the NFC West, as weird as that sounds to say through week 8. I think they're going to get it done today.
Yeah, it is nuts. The NFC West, these divisions are all weird. Like you see Buffalo today playing Miami, and they've just dominated. Josh Allen's like 12-2 against the Dolphins all time. But Buffalo has a chance to like lock up the AFC East in week 9. It's pretty much over if they win today, which is disgusting to think that, a division could be done 9 weeks into the season. But it's been a weird year for the divisions where, you have the Cardinals leading after 9 weeks. The NFC North is just a mess. Like, it's fun, but it's also a little different than we've seen in the past.
Not weird, though?
What?
It's not weird?
What?
Is the AFC North. Pittsburgh,
that might be the weirdest.
Pittsburgh leading that division. I'm not surprised by that.
Bless you, Ziggy. That's kind of a violent sneeze. Are you all right?
Look, man, it's one of those days.
That was a triple sneeze.
I'm allergic to the Steelers.
Did you mute yourself on the sneeze? That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I guess he was sneezing through my Steelers.
I can sneeze on demand.
No, it's impossible. I can't do this.
Is that fake though?
It's gotta be.
I can't. I feel like anyone can fake a sneeze.
Out.
This gotta be fake. Actually, there's no way a person can sneeze on demand.
You need the wind up. He has no wind up.
But the definition of a sneeze is like mucus coming out of your nose.
Is that actually what that's the definition of sneezing?
If you can just like generate that, like I guess anybody could sneeze on demand.
Cusick noticed. He said, "Bless you, Ziggy." That's pretty crazy if you actually can control your sneezes.
I can yawn on command.
Well, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Okay.
Oh, wait. Okay. Also, I know I was getting volume comments. I just wanted to confirm this volume is good. I turned the volume up a little, but...
Well, Tony Ball said turn the volume up equal to your looks, Lauren. 11.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Lauren, who are you picking? People want to know, who are you picking for the Bears and the Cardinals?
Cardinals.
Yep.
So I'm
Totally
a lone wolf.
Cardinals.
I'm a lone wolf over here.
Hey,
all right.
The hot producer's on board with me. The hot producer's on board with me.
I don't know much, but I know the Bears are bad.
Joey says Devon A-Chain or Scary Terry in fantasy. Who should I start at
done.
flex?
Next question.
Really? You just immediately A-Chain?
Yeah, I don't think it's all that close.
In Buffalo?
It's at Buffalo.
You care to elaborate, or are you just going off the gut feeling?
A-Chain's going to score more points this week.
Good God.
Wait, who is McLaurin playing?
The Commanders?
They're playing the Giants.
Oh, yeah. I did a reverse, and I think the Giants win that game, too. I'd actually probably go A-Chain, yeah.
I think I'd go McLaurin, Ziggy. How do you like that? I think I'd go McLaurin.
I think you're irrational.
Yeah, okay. I think Jane Daniels, another week, getting a little bit healthier, especially, like, there's a reason. The Bears' defense is good, but he was also a little banged up last week. I think he gets back to form today.
It's A-Chain as the starting running back with Tua in the lineup. That's all you need to know.
And Mostert's there to vulture too.
And they might get
Buffalo murders.
They also
them
might
all the
get
time.
murked.
Yeah,
like it might be like a blowout early. That's the only problem. He catches balls, though, doesn't he?
But A-Chain's got huge receptions.
Taco Rocky's
got 50 receiving yards last week and a receiving touchdown.
Taco Rocky's got the right point. Says, I feel
God.
sorry for Paul. Everyone flirting with his sister. What? Yeah, that's thank you, Taco.
You should
Victim
see.
Paul.
Oh, yeah, but you don't feel
Here
bad
we
for
go.
me.
You should see what happens off camera, Taco Rocky.
I
see what happens off camera. It goes beyond flirting sometimes with me and Lauren.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's
geez.
shut it down.
Okay. Yeah, keep dropping questions, guys, in the comment section. We'll get to as many of them as we can. Let's go over to the Colts and the Vikings before we hit this Lions.
Oh gosh, seriously.
Yeah, set aside the chronological business.
Yeah, I mean that's designed to do that. Minnesota, big favorite in this one.
Oh,
Joe Flacco.
Cam Robinson owns the Colts.
This is a snooze fest.
You think the Vikings roll?
So they're gonna blow them out.
It was really funny. A lot of people were saying that we should be more nervous with Joe Flacco in the lineup. But I'm sticking with what I said on the last show. Like Joe Flacco will be able to get after him, blitzing. I don't know what happened last week against the Rams with Stafford, why we couldn't get any pressure dialed in. It was very bizarre to me, given the way the Vikings had looked this year. But I really believe if there's any Vikings fans in the comment section, tell me I'm right here. If there was ever a game for Anthony Richardson to get right, it would be at us on Sunday Night Football. Not because, the Vikings defense is more susceptible or anything. It's just the way we are. I've seen it a million times where these guys come out and just look unbelievable against our defense. We still might win the game. But Anthony Richardson, I feel he just has to work through these growing pains, and benching him, we'll see when he winds up coming back. I mean, that's a knock to his confidence for sure. But I feel pretty good about this one. If we lose, the reaction tonight, I mean, I will just be devastated. Like, it'll be so sad.
We will add 20,000 subs.
I will be so sad.
I mean, Joe Flacco only balls against the Steelers. So you're not the Steelers, so you will be fine.
The dude 9210 says, can one expect big things from Hawkinson? So TJ Hawkinson's returning. Apparently he's in. I know you always hear this, but he said he's in the best shape of his life right now.
Everybody is.
Everybody
is 24/7.
But I actually like TJ Hawkinson as a fantasy play. I think there's a solid chance that he gets in the end zone tonight. Like, he is. People are forgetting how vital he is to the Vikings offense. Jordan Asson's an awesome too. He's been down the past few weeks, but when Hawkinson's in that lineup, he is the second target after Justin Jefferson. No question about it. And I think he could have a really good game tonight. I don't think he'll be on a snap count.
That's what I was going to say. It all depends on the snap count. But if he's not 100%, I'd play him.
Yeah.
I mean, they brought him back really slowly, I think. I think they didn't want to bring him back until he was 100% and could play snaps. As he tells the story, he's been practicing in full for weeks. They were just waiting for final clearance. I think, if you see a snap count, it's not going to be much. Great fantasy play. Great anytime touchdown play. Anytime touchdown, Zach's not here, so we need anytime touchdown, Ziggy.
That's probably a plus number, right? It's got to be plus 160.
Midwest Mountain Man goes, Paul, what's your level of existential dread if the Vikings defense blows this game? It'll be world collapsing.
It's the season's over.
Season's over. If we lose tonight, the season's over. I'm super confident, and this is where it happens to me. This is where, like, I'll come on tonight with Ziggy, and we're just going to be here, head in our hands, wondering what happened. Hopefully not, though.
If we lose tonight, Paul's going to be unbearable.
Although Joe Flacco has a tendency to turn it on. Like, I believe he's borderline elite. Like, I'd be a bit more nervous than you should be.
Oh, Anthony Richardson would have no chance against this defense. Here's the thing: Joe
I
Flacco
agree.
can't move. I think you just have to hope that Flores is able to handle the Colts like he wasn't able to handle the Lions. But I think he will.
AR is trash, but Flacco has the ability to turn it on sometimes.
Flacco can. I think this is a great bounce back spot for the Vikings.
I think it is too.
All across the board.
I'd be shocked if this isn't.
It's still so weird how the Colts are like kind of floating around in the AFC South. They're not going to win it. It's 2 losses to the Texans will probably bury them.
They beat us.
But yeah, they beat the Steelers. Like, they're a couple games away, and I'm not buying Houston as much as I was earlier in the season. Like, Houston's going to have some problems, especially if Nico Collins can't get back to the level we saw him pre-injury. Like, the Colts are not good, but they're also kind of in the picture, especially if they win tonight.
If the Colts win the game, they're going to the playoffs. The rest of schedule is a joke.
Yeah, it's a weird. It's again a weird playoff picture in the AFC too, where it could get interesting down the stretch, and that's why Bengals fans in particular, I'm thinking of. There's no real reason to be excited right now, but you have in the back of your mind of who you used to be. If we could get to that level, they're clearly the 17th. What's going on here?
Oh,
Lauren?
that was deep.
Oh yeah, a little remember who you are, like Lion King, kind of right there. Lion King's my favorite movie, by the way.
What's a cult?
Wait, you're a Vikings fan and you like the Lion King?
I do like the.
Oh
Lion
wait,
King.
Paul Closet Lions fan?
Is this an on-air cap?
This is no. I mean,
Lion King. I had a Lions
geez,
jersey
maybe,
on.
maybe.
Okay.
So wait. So we all have the Vikings tonight, right?
Yes.
Ziggy, please come back. Come on. It's the Colts.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Jack, what did you say? You said it's the Colts?
I said
yeah, that's exactly why.
Well, what's a colt? What's a COLT?
It's a male horse under the age of 4.
Really? I thought it was a horseshoe.
No, that's the logo.
Well, no, that's why I thought that's why I thought it was a horseshoe. I didn't- Thanks. I knew the logo. Thanks, Lauren.
Why?
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. All right, so
I
we're all on the
thought
Vikings.
I thought a pony was a young horse.
Just the silence.
Yeah, we'll
is
just-
deafening.
Are you serious?
I
This
thought a
isn't
colt-
worse.
I thought a
A
colt was a
pony's
horseshoe.
just it's a species of horse.
This isn't worse than the brown cows, chocolate milk.
Oh yeah, that's no, nothing
That-
beats that.
That's the worst.
That's the worst.
That you didn't
That's the
actually
worst.
believe
That,
that.
no, that can't be an actual.
Well, no, but
belief.
I looked it up. You know, like 40% of Americans actually believe that.
That's just not true.
No.
I looked it up.
That's-
Look it
no,
up.
That study's not legitimate.
I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm one of like a lot of
Oh, no.
of people who believe that chocolate milk comes from brown spotted cows. And you can look it up.
Yes,
Oh, God.
everything on Google
Okay.
is true.
Speaking of spotted cows,
Yes, it
and,
is.
and the Lion
Thank
King.
you.
Let's go over to the Packers and the Lions game. You know, the game that most people get rid of Jack and put Lauren in his seat.
Want to switch?
Oop, oop.
Let's switch right now.
No.
Refuse.
I just
refuse.
want to know, but Kuna Grains made a nice little joke about this game. The interception race between Xavier McKinney and Jordan Love has been thrilling.
The what race?
The interception race.
Oh, yeah, right.
And Jordan Love and Jared Goff will both be playing in this game. So that interception race could continue.
Isn't that? Yeah, so that's the big news. None of us expected when we did our show on Monday to have Jordan Love playing in this football game. And we knew he was determined to play, but we all were kind of expecting the Packers to take it easy with him, with your franchise quarterback in this situation. But at the same time, if he's good to go, like this is the game that you pay Jordan Love $55 million a year for. This is why you make him one of the highest paid players in the National Football League. You're a little banged up. Your defense is a little banged up in the secondary, but you need this game to really be in the chase for the 1 seed down the stretch of the season. You're probably going to need it. And yeah, it'll be the only way that the Packers were going to win is if Jordan Love played and is healthier than we expect. Like there were 3 scenarios. One, Malik Willis plays, you're not winning. Like you're just not gonna. You can't keep up with Detroit. And Malik has been good. You could beat teams like the Titans and Jaguars. You're not beating Detroit. 2 is you get Jordan Love and he's banged up a little less than 100%, or maybe a lot less than 100%. You're losing that game. You can't keep up with Detroit. The 3rd scenario is that Jordan Love plays and that the injury is not as bad as anyone expects, and it's a blue sky franchise like the Packers. Everything always goes well, so that's probably the case. Then you can win. So even though it's a little bit of a roll of the dice sending him out there, you give yourself a chance. That was the only of all the doors you had. This was the one chance to win.
Well, here's the thing. Jared Goff and the Lions, they've only played one of their last 28 games outside 55 degrees or colder. You know what game that was, Paul?
With the Lions?
Yeah, of their last 28 games, they only played one outside 55 degrees or colder.
Was the Thursday night game in Green Bay?
No, it was when they went to Chicago in December last year.
Oh,
And what happened? Jared Goff, 127 total passing yards, 35 attempts, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Chicago Bears, with Justin Fields, mind you, absolutely mauled the Detroit Lions at home. So this Lions offense, it is susceptible to bad weather. When you've got a cold Green Bay day, heavy rain, Josh Jacobs is going to be playing this week.
Heavy rain. It'll be raining. It'll
Hold
be
on.
raining.
Backtrack for a sec. Let's not throw straight to Justin Field. He's good.
I was waiting for your defense.
Yeah. Let's not relax. He's a good quarterback. And second, this is their first game outside, right? This year, the Lions. This is their first game playing outdoors.
They're
Yes.
expecting about half an inch of rain while the game's going on.
But
That's heavy rain.
for me, that's just like Gibbs and Montgomery field day.
See, that's one thing. I've seen a lot of people talking about the weather, and wind gusts are going to be like 60 miles per hour. It'll be a little chilly. But if you talk about the rain,
Running backs matter in the rain.
sure.
Running backs matter in
I'm
the
glad
rain.
you amended that.
Yeah, running
Because
backs
I'm
matter
seeing
in
a
the
lot
rain.
of Packers people writing that this gives Green Bay a big advantage now because it can weaken Jared Goff in the passing game. But I'm thinking, I don't know, man. Like, have you seen David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs? Like that's a problem.
The Lions are unbeatable. That's a matter. It's just a fact. And in a game like this, when you have
It's
Love,
just a fact.
when you have Love at less than 100%, and now you had a little bit of weather, which might throw him off. And I get the ferocious Lions coming in with Sonic and Knuckles, Thunder and Lightning. I think it's a blowout. Like,
Sonic and
Really?
Knuckles?
A blowout?
I think the Lions go in there and beat him pretty good.
Is it because Love's banged up, or do you think that this is straight up just Detroit is much
The
better?
Lions are a much better team, and Love is not fully healthy. There's a better chance of Malik Willis and Jordan Love today.
Oh, I disagree with that.
But-
I think Love's your only shot.
The Lions are, to me, they're unstoppable. right now.
What do you think of that, Ziggy? Unstoppable? Some people, again, some people are commenting lately and they're saying, like, hey, we got to slow down. And it's not just Packers fans. People are saying we got to slow down a little bit on Detroit.
I think they're
You
amazing.
think they're crazy?
I think they're like Ohio State or Oregon, yeah.
I'm not going to. Unstoppable is a bit much. I mean, there's a reason the Lions team is favored going into Green Bay, right? But it's not like this Packers team is a collection of bums. Evan Williams being out, I think, is really going to hurt.
Is he confirmed out?
Yeah, he's confirmed out. He's not.
What about
playing.
Jair?
Lions
Jair's still
41,
questionable?
Packers 13.
I thought Jair was questionable last time I checked, but maybe he's out too. I mean, these injuries to the Packers secondary
Jair is
are
questionable,
vital.
but they elevated Kamal Hayden, so I assume he's not going to play.
Well, there's no Jamison Williams too, so that, I mean, if you're looking for ways to offset things.
No, but Evan Williams would have been such a game changer coming in. And like, I know Javon Bullard's not like a terrible player, but Evan Williams has played like one of the best safeties in the NFL. That would have been big to have. Nevertheless, you still got Xavier McKinney. You've still got a defense that has shown in spurts that they can get high, they can get fast, they can get to the quarterback. I know it's tough against Detroit, but they can, when they're going well, they're going well. Jordan Love, I think, is healthier than we all thought. You can't say there's no world the Packers win this game.
You can't say there's no world the Packers win this game. I'm trying to, hold on.
You can say the Packers can win.
So right. Okay.
No,
so
you have to say the Packers have a chance to win.
I don't know if they do. I did a full reverse 180 on this game.
You went into your study and then pulled out the tape.
I was usually like, I love these home dog spots, 425. Like Green Bay is a home dog at Lambeau Field. To me, it's just you can hand the Lions the Super Bowl trophy right now.
Oh, wow.
Like,
we can cancel the season. Cancel
like,
the season, the Lions.
Yeah,
come on,
like,
man.
I refuse to bet against these guys.
I think the correct analysis on this game, if I had to give my honest, unbiased opinion, even though, because I'm rooting for Green Bay. I said I'm rooting for Green Bay in this one. The Packers are a very good football team who are one of the few capable of keeping up with Detroit. Given a couple of the injuries that they have in the secondary, that really doesn't worry me too much. I think Love being a little banged up is the main concern, and just how injured is he going to be? Because we've seen him now a few games. Against the Vikings, he didn't look like himself. Obviously, against Jacksonville, he didn't look like himself. If he's not 100%, you can't, you just can't keep up with Detroit, and they're going to keep coming at you. Lauren's just sitting here nodding her head, making fun of me the whole time. I think the right analysis to look at this, even if you're a Packers fan, is there is, of course, a world where if Jordan's healthy, we can win this football game and keep up with them. However, we have to acknowledge that Detroit's red hot. The rain, I think, actually helps Detroit as well. And it's probably unlikely you win this one. But when Green Bay is playing their best football, probably in December, after Jordan gets a little heals up a bit, then I think you go into Detroit. That's a game where it could be like last year, where Green Bay went in. So I have to favor Detroit today. They have to be the favorite.
Which they are.
They are.
100%.
Yeah. So I'm not with you that they're unstoppable, but they're playing the best football in the league.
I hate betting on road favorites. So, for me to pick Detroit today means they're going to win.
What? So I guess here's what I find puzzling with this Packers Lions discourse, though, right? Is didn't the Packers become a better team this offseason, and didn't the Lions stay about the same? The Packers were close to the Lions by the end of last year. What's happened where suddenly everybody's saying, oh, yeah, this Lions team, they're unbeatable. And this Packers team, I mean, they're all right, but they have no chance.
Well, it's people saying no chance. Like, if Jack's saying no chance is the only person saying there's no chance.
No, it's Love's high interception count, his injury. The Lions playing flat out amazing.
That's it.
Yeah, the Lions, through 8 weeks this year, looked better than they did last year through 8 weeks. They're a machine.
Does that satisfy you, Ziggy?
Love's not healthy.
Look, there's a reason why the Lions are favored. I'm not denying that, but there's also a reason they're only favorites by like 1.5 here.
Put out Ziggy. Why don't you throw out a poll, Ziggy, and see what the crowd says?
Yeah, sure. Let's see what the folks think.
Who's winning this game, the Lions or the Packers? Well, here's another question. Someone said if Green Bay wins, where do you then see? How does that change your perception of the NFC?
Green Bay goes to 1 in the power rankings if they win.
1?
Yes. I had them at 5 this past week or something like that. I think they jumped to 1 if they beat the Lions today.
Ziggy, I love that you put tie as an option in the
Look,
in
maybe
the
the game ties.
Well, it could be 13-13. It could be 13-13, 10-10.
So, okay, if Green Bay wins, they go to number 1 in your power rankings. Ziggy, does that flip the balance of power in the NFC to you? Or are you going to be a little more conservative and say this is just one game.
It depends on how they win.
Well,
I think
political
this
answer.
game is really important because if the Packers lose this, I think it's unlikely they win the NFC North. The Lions' odds to win the North will skyrocket. And when we're talking balance of power in the NFC, I take us to be saying like chances of going to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
This is one of the 2 or 3 most important games for the Packers all season. It might be their most important game remaining left because you've got to be able to beat the Lions going into Lambeau. If you can't do that, it's just going to be tough sledding to win the division the rest of the season. So, yeah, I think the winner of this game probably goes to the NFC Championship game, and the loser probably doesn't.
So you're not even.
I know it
you're
feels
not even
early
taking,
to say that,
Yeah,
but
you're not
I'm
taking
saying
into consideration
I think
that they
that's
play again
I
later in the year.
think that's absurd.
They play again later in the year. That is
Come
true.
on, man.
But I think the winner of this game probably wins the division.
That is fair. I think that's a fair thing to say. But the Lions still have. I mean, they still go.
We got 6% on top.
But
take that, Paul.
But you don't think like the loser of this division can get a 5 seed and still go to the NFC Championship game?
It's possible. I think it's unlikely.
But the Lions still have I understand that we all like the Lions here, and maybe I'm now on board with pumping the brakes. I think Detroit's awesome, but they still have Buffalo. They still have Houston, even though we're not super high in Houston. They go to Chicago. They go to San Francisco. Like they have Minnesota again. They have Green Bay again later in the year, who kicked the crap out of them. Yeah, that's right, Tom. They kicked the crap out of them in Detroit last year. Like this is not. I think the Lions are in a very good position with the win here. But especially because
they have a way easier schedule.
Especially because who, the Packers?
Yeah, they have a way easier.
No, that's what I'm saying. Where like Detroit's big advantage is that if they win today, they host Green Bay and Minnesota late in the season. So you get that big division game at home after winning the 2 on the road. That is a big advantage. But Detroit's capable of slowing down. Like I'm not sitting here handing them the Lombardi Trophy.
I'm sitting here handing them the Lombardi Trophy.
That's insane.
I'm sitting here saying,
Lauren.
I don't know.
Thank you, Lauren.
I don't know anything other than what I've been hearing on this episode or whatever, this live today. The Lions sound insanely overrated. That's an absurd take.
no, they are
Lauren,
very good.
I'll give you $1.
Yeah, but to say
meow.
that they're unbeatable is crazy.
I'll give you $1 to meow.
No.
No.
I think the Lions.
Oh wait, also a happy birthday, Joey. I saw he commented that it was his birthday. Like,
Can we get a round of
like
applause
10
for
minutes
Joey?
ago,
Happy
and
birthday.
I've been
Get
sitting
some
on
happy
that.
birthday Joey's in the
Joey,
chat.
happy birthday,
Should
Joey.
we sing for him?
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday.
Nah, we're gonna stop it there. We're trying to keep people listening.
I tried.
I think the Lions go 17-1.
Detroit being good was one of the surest bets of the season. The culture they have there is amazing. You watch Dan Campbell videos, and even if you don't like Detroit, like you're ready to run through a wall. Dude's awesome. He'll probably make a huge. Andrew says Lauren's a bozo. Lauren's part of the job. You get a little hate. You get a little hate.
I think he's
Well,
flirting
you know
with
what? I want to say we've got a
he's
big
flirting with you.
Lions YouTube channel here in our comments, Lions Syndicate, Paul, and they are dunking on you.
What do they say?
The Packers did not kick the crap out of us. They got out to an early lead. We came back. We still lost.
Stop
this show is
it.
hilarious. We lost by 7.
Stop it. You lost. The game was over.
No,
Go
that
back
game-
and rewatch the
No,
Thanksgiving
that game was close.
I was stuffing my mouth with turkey by
That-
halftime.
that
It was
game was
over.
Yeah, then it was
It
like
was over.
then it was like a 7-point game with the whole quarter left, right?
No, it was not a close game.
Yes, it was.
Wait,
Maybe I-
what was the score going into the fourth quarter?
It was like a touchdown game.
Maybe I have to rewatch. Am I an idiot? Like
Yes, the Lions came storming back.
Lions, Packers, Thanksgiving. We're gonna get this over with
Okay,
right now.
it was a 2-score game going into. It was the Lions were down 16.
All right, when did the Lions cut it to a 1-score lead?
Yeah, when was it 7?
I thought it was
That's,
like late in the game, like it didn't matter.
I thought there was like 5 minutes left, I think. Like they had a chance to stop Green Bay and get the ball back.
I'm willing to acknowledge, like if I'm an idiot, I'm an idiot. But let me see, box score,
No,
play
the
by play.
Lions scored a touchdown on their last drive of the game, and then they kicked an onside kick.
Okay, so let's stop this nonsense. Like it was a blowout game. You were down 23-6.
And they came back.
You came back and you were down.
You had a chance for an onside kick to get the ball back.
You came back and were down 29-14 in the fourth quarter. Congratulations.
Coming out of
like
halftime,
what are we
and then
doing?
they went downs, fumbled, downs,
To me, that's
and
a
then
close-
a touchdown with 2 minutes left.
That's like calling.
Yeah,
That's
when
like
you-
calling.
When you have an onside kick chance to get the ball back to tie it, that's a close game.
No. It's not a close game.
Yes,
when
it
you
is.
have to kick an onside kick, that makes it not close.
To me, that's close. You have
Sure.
you have a chance to recover the ball.
You have like a 5 to 10% chance to get the ball, if that.
At least can down an onside kick.
I'm happy for Lions. Like I see some people saying Lions fans are getting on their nerves and pissing them off. Like I get it.
It seems great.
No, they're awesome. Like I don't
They're
want
number
any
one
Lion,
in any
yeah.
sane person's power rankings.
Well, not mine.
Well,
sorry.
You're an idiot.
I'm sorry. The Chiefs are undefeated. I think the Lions are really, really good. But I'm also going to try and be realistic here and say, like, all right, last year, you got your ass kicked in a game. This happened. And part of that was Goff was just off. He was fumbling all over the place. Like, it was a bad game for Detroit. Detroit should have gone to the Super Bowl. And if they had gone to the Super Bowl, they might have beat Kansas City. They were playing that well at the end of the season. You also lost because of your coach. I don't care what people say. So today, I'm going Detroit wins. I don't know. Do you think it'll be a shootout? Like if you had to pick shootout or like in the 20s, what are you thinking?
I'm saying it's like 24-13 Detroit.
Yeah, I think only one team breaks 20 points this game.
I'd probably agree.
I think with the weather, with the way, I think this is going to be a game that is won and lost at the line of scrimmage. I think we're going to see some ugly football.
I could too.
If you think Detroit's going to come out ahead, that's why you should think it.
I could see 24-21, the Packers backdoor cover late in the end. But something like that.
I'm feeling Detroit wins, but I think it'll be like 28, like 24, something like that. Green Bay scores a little late. Maybe an onside kick chance at the end.
And that would be a close game. That would be a close game.
It depends. There are different variations of close games. If it was back and forth and the Packers keep cutting it to one score with a chance to get a stop and the ball back, that's a close game. When you're down double digits the whole game and you score with 40 seconds left, that's not a close game.
I disagree.
All right. Yeah, agree to disagree. So, all right. I got Detroit. You have Detroit. Ziggy, you said you have Detroit, right? Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I do. It's the way I've talked about this game. I think with the weather, I think of the way it's going to go, it's going to be a battle at the lines. And I'm taking the Lions, the line of scrimmage over any team in the NFL at the line of scrimmage.
Lauren, you could. A lot of people will be happy.
Yeah,
with
Can we
that.
cut to the Lauren cam? We need to cut to the
A
Lauren.
Lauren,
cam.
lot of people would.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Wait,
You know-
no, I've
Oh,
done
dear.
it. I've done it. Is this against the Packers?
Lions Packers, yeah.
Well, what?
I've
We've
kind of been
at
zoning
one.
out.
Well, I
Is
guess
this
that's
against-
kind of like producer Zach. then.
yeah.
I'm gonna say, I want to say Packers because I want to be controversial, but
You just said the Lions are the most overrated team in the world.
though they sound like the most overrated team in the world.
Then you should pick the Packers.
Then okay, I'm gonna pick the Packers. I'm gonna pick the Packers. I just don't like the
Can-
Packers, so I don't
Can we get a
want.
round of applause for
I don't
Lauren
like the
just sticking with
Packers,
her
so
gut,
I
even
don't
though
want
she
them to
worked
win.
hard?
But I think I want the Lions to win less than I want the Packers to win. So I'm gonna pick the Packers.
Okay, let's take you out. Let's take you out.
You just
Let's
made
go
a lot of
back.
people
Oh,
happy.
Let's go back.
Paul's had enough of me, guys.
Yeah, let's go back. Let's go.
Sorry, y'all.
From Slowtown Trev, he says, "Let's go Lions."
Oh,
I-
donates $5.
That's very nice. That's very nice of Trev. I can't like I can't root for. I don't know, man. I do hate Green Bay
Yeah,
so
so
much.
we got a comment. Zach looks different from
Zach does look
from
different.
Merle.
All right, so we got the poll results in:
More
70%
attractive.
Packers,
Oh, much
22%
higher.
Lions, and 6% tie. So yeah, Ziggy, maybe that was. I mean, that doesn't add up to 100.
I mean,
but
that's 6%. That's not nothing.
that doesn't add up. Yeah, everything Detroit says, "Bruh, get her out of here."
That's absurd.
So yeah, I'm sorry, everyone. She has no idea what she's talking about, but she's doing a good job.
I'm actually
so.
surprised.
I
that
mean,
there's-
Jack has no idea what he's talking about, and yet he turns out to be right a lot of the time.
There's a good amount of like Lions fans here, right?
In this chat.
In this chat, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they should be
I don't
excited.
think so. I don't think so. We're only getting 22% Lions. We haven't heard anything from him in the chat, really. If
I
you're
mean,
here and you're a Lions fan, let us
it's
know.
I don't know,
obviously
Lions Syndicate
no. It's
is going
obviously
in.
it's Packer dominant, but there's more Lions
Yeah, I
fan
mean,
than
if
I
you're a
thought.
Packers fan, type GPG. If you're a Lions fan, type Go Lions or whatever you people type. We'll see. who
One
wins.
pride, baby. One pride. I think that's what they say. Okay, so
You could do what Jay-Z did with a little line of the arm emoji and the blue heart.
Yeah,
all
there
right,
you
so
go.
drop some. We'll do a little bit of mailbag questions here and have some fun for the final 20 minutes or so that we're on. So just feel free to drop in some questions and let us know what you're thinking on this NFL Week 9. Whether that's a question you have, a comment, a prediction. We'll react to people's predictions as well. Who you think's going to win the NFC North? Maybe your Super Bowl thoughts midway through the season. Whatever you're thinking, feel free to drop it in here. A lot of GPGs.
Yeah.
Well, Israel
Lot
Sosa
of-
donates $50 and says, "Go Pack, go."
Wait a
Sheesh,
minute.
man.
welcome.
Thank
Wait
you,
a minute.
Israel. That's
I mean,
very nice of you.
I actually might
I think that
switch
just
to the
decides
Packers.
this is a Packers chat.
I might switch to the Packers now.
Hey, that was an authoritative statement from the Green Bay community.
I
right
actually
there.
might take this jersey off and go to the Packers after that.
Money can
we
persuade
got
you.
the cheesehead right there, Jack.
I mean, the Packers are a home dog.
Money can persuade you that easily.
You know what? Yeah, hold on. Wait, the
boo.
Packers are a home dog
The-
at Lambeau
Yeah,
against the
Oh,
most
God.
overrated team in the NFL.
I mean, think about it again. The Packers are a home dog to the Lions at Lambeau.
Oh God! Don't
Like-
worry.
Okay.
How
And
outrageous?
suddenly my pick isn't seeming so crazy,
Well,
is it?
How outrageous is that, though? And this guy's just giving us $50 and
And
says, "Go
Jacob
pack
Daniel
up."
just said Packers. If minus 70 is the lock of the year, surely plus 1.5.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Lions fans. I'm sticking with my pick.
Oh
Even though
my
I'm
gosh.
rooting. Even though I'm rooting for the Packers, I'm sticking with you guys winning this.
If I had a Jordan Love jersey next to me, I'd throw it on.
Man, people are begging for you to throw off that.
You want-
that
you
kind
guys
of-
want-
wait, but do you
no
have
one
any-
wants
You
that
guys wanna
hat.
see-
We have the hat.
You guys want to see me shirtless?
No.
I think a lot of
Wait.
people do.
Oh,
Hold on.
let's go
Slow Town
Lions.
Shrimp
Oh, wait a
coming in
second.
$50. Let's go Lions.
Oh,
I don't know. The Lions
Jack
one of the
is
best
back
offenses.
on
in the
his
NFL.
game.
You know,
Alright.
it's gonna be a tough game in the weather.
Do we got a $60? $60. Do we got a
Yeah,
$60?
yeah, we
$60.
Yeah, it's a little back
Oh,
and forth.
$50
$50 put on
Cheesehead.
cheesehead and Packer jersey. Oh my goodness
God.
gracious.
Jackie, you got to put on the cheese.
I feel like
head.
I gotta
I
put
feel
the
like you have
cheesehead
to have
now.
the cheesehead.
I mean,
Where's the
Was
cheesehead?
it- Oh,
it was at your feet the whole time.
Oh, it was.
But I don't know, man. It's
No, this is we.
slow. I'm sticking with Detroit for the Detroit fans out there. But I don't. Oh no.
It was always
This
the
is just-
home
this is just
underdog.
descending into chaos.
It was
Go on,
always
Ziggy,
the
get on
home
the ball.
dog, baby.
What a ridiculous sight this is, Jack, in a Calvin Johnson jersey with
It
the
was
cheese head on.
always the home dog in Lambeau
Jack
Field.
rips off the Calvin Johnson
It-
jersey, reveals the Jordan Love jersey underneath.
Should I just bet the over for both teams?
Hey, that's what it's leading towards right now.
If I have any ladies in the chat ask me to take my shirt off, I'll
God,
take
here
it
we
off.
go.
no one,
There you go.
no
I'll
one
take it off.
wants
I'm gonna
that.
take it off.
I feel like we should do like a Jack Hinge account overview on one of these shows. We could
That would
throw
be
it up on the
good.
screen.
Lauren,
and
would
really...
you match
Oh my
me
god,
on
no,
that?
and we
Oh,
can
no,
do like
slow
we can do
down, Trev.
polls.
Oh,
This is unbelievable.
let's go Lions.
You guys are out of your minds here.
I mean, we love you. We appreciate you.
One pride.
This is the craziest.
One pride, baby. One pride.
Jack, you have
this
no
is a
morals.
battle.
You have no backbone.
One pride.
No, so yeah, Jack can be
Alright.
bought for $5.
I will kindly ask. I'll root for both teams. I'll bet the over. I love both you guys, but you don't have to donate any more money to us.
We got
I-
Koenig Reigns coming in with a Chat GPT summary. Viewers in the chat are discussing the upcoming game and cheering for their respective team.
Oh my God,
That was
Paul
so
slipped that.
insightful.
Oh,
Oh my gosh! Here.
Paul, I
Come
think
on.
you have to.
You have
You
to.
have to, Paul.
this is gonna go on. I know someone's gonna put this on Twitter.
Because the Vikings, don't,
Alright.
the Vikings don't care about you. Put on the cheese.
That's
The
very nice
Vikings
of
don't
someone.
care
Someone's
about
giving
you.
$50 of his. This is a moment.
Oh, just put it on.
I don't want to be outcast by the Viking community here. Like I'm doing this because a very nice listener donated $50.
The Vikings don't know who you
In
are.
any,
So just put on
in
the
any
cheese.
clip, I want. Oh, this is not good. In any clip,
Oh
I am
my
going.
god,
I want this
you'll
just
be fine.
prefaced with
You're
that.
not gonna be
Oh, you'll be fine.
blacklisted
Just put
from
it
the
on.
Vikings
People,
community.
no, you might be. This is a cardinal sin. Ziggy knows it. Look at Ziggy's face. He
All right,
knows.
I'll pour holy water in your head afterwards. It'll be erased. Go to confession.
Do you want?
It just feels nasty.
Yeah.
This is just.
Oh, no.
All right, Paul,
Oh,
take-
it just
get it
feels
off. Get it off.
dirty.
man.
Get
You
that
can't
off,
do that.
get
You
that
can't do
off.
that anymore.
All right, you happy?
No,
There
he
you
said
go.
a minute. He said a minute. He
Oh,
said a
did he
minute.
say
Oh, he said a
Yes, he said a minute. So
Oh.
that's 60 seconds.
Yeah, I'm sorry, David, about the Badgers last night. Yeah, everyone's saying Cliff, and I don't like this at all. Oh. Okay.
Go back. Go.
No.
Someone said, "Why are you putting a cheese head on?"
I know. I
Why
know.
would
All
you do
right,
such
all
a
right.
thing?
Are we
Come
done
on.
yet? Are we
What
done?
happened to
Like,
Loyal?
what's the
No,
clock at?
there's no way it's been a minute yet.
Skull.
Please, God.
Oh,
count.
we got a skull. Don't put it on. We got a no.
No, I know. I had to.
Paul is
Please stop.
fallen.
Screenshot it and sent to the FBI.
This is not good.
Feels so good.
Oh,
Clip it and ship it.
yeah, this is horrible.
Clip it.
Paul, stop smiling in it.
No,
probably look
if
having
I
a
don't
great
smile and
time
laugh,
over
I'm gonna
there.
cry.
This is the funny part because you're acting like you hate it, but you love this.
No, I
No,
don't
you
like,
love this.
I
You
don't like this
you,
at
you,
all.
want-
Guilty pleasure?
you want it
No,
on.
no, I
You
don't.
want it
All right,
on.
Paul,
You-
it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
All right,
You
it's
can
been
get
a
it off.
minute. That's been a minute. That's been a minute. Just lost 7,000 subs. Oh God, that was brutal.
But he probably
All
just
right.
gained a lot
And
more than he lost.
Other stuff, folks. There's been a lot of shenanigans. in the chat.
How did that happen? Oh yeah, we just got the $50 out of nowhere. Oh, that was bad. Zachary, I'm sorry. Don't worry. Don't worry.
How much?
Paul's so smitten.
How much?
I've only been smitten maybe once or twice.
How
before.
much would the fellas donate for the last 10 minutes of Ziggy shirtless?
No,
That's
one.
got to
just
be.
not
I
happening.
mean, that's
That's
got
just
to
not
be
happening.
through the
Why
roof,
are you trying to
right?
get
There's no
everyone
number.
to
There is no number.
That's got to be through the roof.
Oh god.
Throw out. What? Don't do it. But viewers, throw out what you'd be willing to donate to see Ziggy shirtless for 10 minutes.
Wait, why would McConkey says I'm a Packers fan and would never wear a cheesehead? Why not?
Lad McConkey? Is that Lad McConkey?
No, Mahonky.
Oh.
Asher McConkey.
McConkey.
What if Lad McConkey was watching your live?
Pop that jersey off, Jack.
Is that a female?
I don't know. He's Esco Man 3000.
Oh, never-
Pop that jersey
Oh, we
off,
got
Jack.
Andre Ali says 250. We have Taco Rocky 500.
$1,000 if Ziggy finishes the show shirtless.
$5,000 for Ziggy bodybuilder poses.
This is like
Ziggy.
when do we cross the line?
Come
into
on,
some, you know?
Ziggy. It's just
No,
taking your shirt.
we've crossed the line.
I'll take my shirt off. It's just a shirt off. That's all it is.
That
You ever gone swimming?
Ziggy.
I wear a shirt when I'm swimming.
Ziggy openly.
Oh, you have a swim shirt?
Actually a swim shirt. You know, sun protection's important. You know.
Yeah,
you
is
don't
that
want-
Yeah,
for
family history of skin
sun
cancer.
protection or is that for modesty?
Family history of skin cancer.
That's
That's a-
important.
And
That's
you
a-
know what?
that's a very
I'm
valid-
proud of
yeah,
you
that's a
for
very valid-
protecting your skin.
Okay,
It's a
okay,
valid
all
reason.
all
Jack,
let's-
you're horrible.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back for a second here.
I love
Does
you.
anyone
That
else
does
have any
not
more
look like a
questions?
heart.
Does anyone else have any more questions? It could be
No,
fantasy
does anybody have
questions.
any questions at all? We haven't done questions.
Yeah, you're right. We haven't got a question.
Someone said OnlyFans.
Get Ziggy in a hot tub, and I'll donate
Okay, New
one.
Jersey Packer fan 65. Biggest X factor is the field surface. Everyone struggles with Green Bay's field when it's wet.
So
It's wet. Got me going.
yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
you actually, so Jared Goff's numbers. A lot of people have been talking about the indoor versus outdoor golf. And indoor golf 107.7 rating over the past 2 years. Outdoor golf 87.9. He struggled a bit in the colder games. Ziggy, you were alluding to the Chicago game last year. He actually has kind of similar issues on turf versus grass as well. I mean, much worse numbers for Jared Goff when he's playing on a grass field. So tonight in the rain, like it could be. That's one thing to look out for. Really, is how does Jared Goff look? If he comes out and just dominates, I think the whole league is going to look around and say, "Oh shit!" Like Detroit's a big problem, but now they're doing it to a top 5 team or top 10 team in many people's eyes. That's a that's going to be an issue.
On the road too.
But he's got the ankle injury, right? He's got his ankle's a little bum.
But
I
he's
believe.
practiced in full for basically the whole week. I'm not reading too much into it.
You know what I'm feeling a lot of today? A lot of like Amon-Ra screens, Jahmyr Gibbs screens. Who else? Who else is a good receiver they have? Jameson Williams screens, like stuff like that, like short.
Well,
short
Jameson
game-
Williams is out, suspended
Who's the other receiver that's been good then?
for
For Detroit, I'm thinking of.
I mean, they've really kind of
Like
just
who's been snagging Amon-Ra's targets in fantasy?
they've just been dominant. They've just been running the football well and getting short.
Khalif Raymond.
Raymond?
Last week they had,
Raymond.
what, 60 total passing yards?
Yeah, they haven't really. I mean, Goff's been amazing, and he hasn't thrown in completions.
That's
but-
what I'm feeling today. I'm feeling like the short screens, got him out
I
in
mean,
space.
it's going to be Khalif Raymond and Tim Patrick.
That's
All right,
what- I was thinking
maybe
of
Steve
Raymond.
Sam
That's-
Laporta.
I was thinking of Raymond. I was thinking of
let's
Raymond.
see some of these questions. Taco Rocky, what made y'all Vikings fans? It was unfortunate.
Taco Rocky.
But my dad picked them when he was a kid. He liked the Purple People Eaters. Didn't want to root for the Giants and Jets in Jersey, and it kind of just became a curse that the Farrington family had to deal with over time. Anders says, "Will Jared's small hands and rain decide this game?" No, I really. It's going to come down to can the Green Bay defense win up front and slow down Gibbs and Montgomery? Because if they can't, then when they send their linebackers, the Green Bay defense is very reactionary. When they send their linebackers after the two of them on play action or something, then you have the opportunity to get burned. And we'll see if Laporta and Amon-Ra. I guess if it's super, super rainy, I don't think it's supposed to. Ziggy said it's supposed to pour, but if it's like that, then yeah, maybe the ball's slipping out.
We're looking
but-
at about half an inch of rain during the game.
yeah, I expect it. And Josh Jacobs has a big role tonight, too. Like the ground games, these are two of the better running teams in the league. I'm excited to see it, how that impacts it. Let's see what else we have. Does Kraft score another touchdown and cement his status as top tight end? What top tight end like on the Packers or in the league? I don't know. Yeah, I think
I don't even know who that is.
Tucker Kraft. You know Tucker.
Oh,
Kraft.
okay, yeah.
He's been awesome the past few weeks.
Yeah, he's good.
He's been very, very good.
Yes.
I think he's the top tight end.
Not as good as Pat Freiermuth.
Let's see. What else do we have here? Ziggy, is a hot dog a sandwich? Insane question.
And that fits Ziggy's category, the philosopher kind of guy. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, it doesn't.
No, it's not a sandwich. It's a crazy question.
There's no such thing as a sandwich.
Is cereal soup?
Well,
Wait,
okay,
what?
what does that mean?
That's not.
Yep.
No,
And
It's
no.
an artifact.
Oh, he's back.
What?
Cheese
What
Whiz
about-
92 says, "Who's your all-time favorite player for your team, and who's your favorite Packer?" Jack, who's your favorite? Well, you got Steelers here.
Yeah, my all-time favorite is one of three. It's Big Ben, Troy Polamalu, or Ike Taylor. And then my favorite Packer is probably Donald Driver.
I actually always kind of like Donald Driver too. I don't know
yeah,
why.
I used
he
to
just
love
seemed like
Donald
a good
Driver.
dude. I would say probably Adrian Peterson. I mean, I know that he has his whole history, but I just
What,
he was my guy.
You like a child beater?
He was my guy growing up. I liked Adrian Peterson.
Boo.
I liked Jared
I
Allen
was
too. It's
shocked
awesome.
But
when that news
my
came
favorite
out.
player for the Minnesota Vikings is actually also a running back, but it's a running back who's better than Adrian Peterson.
Chuck Foreman.
Chuck Foreman
There we go.
The Foreman Grill?
should be in the Hall of Fame.
Should be in the Hall of Fame.
Favorite
Excellent pass
Packer,
catcher.
Brett Favre.
Yep, that's what I was thinking too.
Is
Brett
it-
Favre.
is
Well,
his nickname The Grill? Chuck Foreman?
the grill.
The Grill.
Oh,
That's pretty good,
Um,
right? Chuck
that
the
is a-
Grill Foreman.
so yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other.
You realize the
Packers.
Foreman Grill was named after someone, right?
Chuck
It
Foreman.
wasn't Chuck Foreman?
The show.
I know
This
you're
show.
messing with me.
That
I
seems
know you're
like,
messing
that seems
with
like a pretty like uncommon last name.
Ziggy, can the Green Bay secondary hold up? From John
me.
Haslett.
Boy, howdy. It's going to be tough. I think they will hold up, and I think they will hold up because the Lions don't have Williams, and the weather is going to make it tough for Goff. I don't think they're going to hold up because they're really good at playing football.
Someone says, "Who's the girl talking?"
Hi.
Don't like that. My sister. Let's move on. We can move on to the next question.
My former fiance, my ex-fiance.
My current fiance.
Best
No,
running
don't
back.
spread rumors. Don't spread rumors.
Best running back of all time. Okay,
No,
I like
no.
this. Best running back of all time from Slowtown Trev.
Richard Mendenhall.
Yes. Yeah, that one game maybe.
Yeah,
It was against the Chargers.
The best running back of all time, Arian Foster. He was amazing.
Philosophy major.
The
Just like
best
you.
running back of all time. So here's the thing. I
There's
feel
only
like
one choice. There's only one choice.
No, it's probably the guy who went
Barry?
to Syracuse.
Barry?
Barry Sanders.
No,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not Barry Sanders.
Walter?
Barry Sanders isn't top 5.
Walter Payton.
Jim Brown.
It's Jim Brown. That's
Jim
the
Brown?
only choice. That's the only choice.
Jim Brown, when you was it? I think he was. A lot of people say he's one of the best lacrosse players of all time too. Did you know
Really?
that?
My grandma dated him
What?
when she was at Syracuse. Yeah.
Are you serious?
She went out with Jim Brown. Yeah.
How has that never come up?
I have no idea.
Is
but
she
yeah,
okay?
She's
Oh,
fine. Yeah. I mean,
God.
she has 2 kids. One being my dad.
Well, I just mean that
But-
that didn't always happen to people who dated Jim Brown.
Here's what I would say.
Well, I think
to
she was
answer
young.
to answer Trev's question, I didn't live through the Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, all that. From everyone I've talked to who has, and what I've watched, Barry Sanders, I think I would say is probably the best running back ever. And then I'd probably put like Walter Payton. Then maybe you have Jim Brown come. In terms of who I watched in my lifetime, I was born in 1998. I was a little late on Marshall Faulk and Terrell Davis, those guys.
Donation.
I would probably go Israel Sosa. Shout out to Paul's sister. Hey, with a wink. All right.
Hey.
for the donation.
Can we
Hey.
do
Let's be
Warren
real
Cam
here.
because that donation real quick?
Oh,
I was in the
I
middle of
thought
a
I
great
mean-
point.
I mean-
This is
never
How-
turned down an opportunity to go to me.
no. Okay, let's go back. Go back.
Okay.
Adrian Peterson was easily the best running back I've seen in my life. I'm trying to think who else. LT was unbelievable. Dane Thomas was
When
great.
Christian McCaffrey's on, he's as
McCaffrey's
good as
great.
anyone.
Curtis Martin was very good.
Jamal
but-
Charles.
Jamal Charles was awesome for a few years. Derrick Henry, you have to consider him one of the best running backs. But and I'm not really being biased here. I'm trying not to be. But the Adrian Peterson. I mean, you guys know. You all
Yeah,
watched.
he probably. Yeah.
There's a lot of Packers and Lions fans in here. He was just so unbelievably explosive that when he left, remember I was a little kid when he joined. You realize that running backs don't just bust out 80-yard touchdowns very often. Like that doesn't happen. You don't have a guy. I mean, the play you had against the Steelers, even though we lost that game, one of the most trucking.
You ran over William Gay.
William Gay is like unbelievable. So I would probably go Peterson in my lifetime. All time, I'd go Barry Sanders.
He does like 40 fantasy points a game, Adrian Peterson.
He was amazing, and it's really it is so sad as a Viking fan that we only had really one opportunity with him to win a Super Bowl in 2009, because there was the Teddy team, and when we missed the field goal against the Seahawks, that team was good. I don't think they would have won the Super Bowl. But when you have guys like that, you just feel like you're wasting them. And I feel like a lot of people in the chat could probably relate at some point. If it's not a quarterback, we have Justin Jefferson right now. It feels like we're sort of wasting him a little bit. And I mean, who else? I'm trying to think. Like Calvin Johnson, all the Lions fans. You have someone like that who can take over a game. You never really have a team that goes on a deep run. Like it's crushing when you have that guy and you can't go to the next level. Let's see what else we got here in the chat. I think if the donation is right, we could get Lauren in only. Oh no, Tony Ball. No. Tony, come back. Two-legged animal says, "What are your guys' favorite games you've been to?"
Tony, I think you're right.
What's your favorite game?
No.
What's your favorite game?
NFL game?
Any game.
I've only ever been to the.
Nope. Enough.
I'm not allowed to talk.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were addressing the comments.
No, I was
before.
answering the question.
I don't want to know where this goes.
I was gonna say I've only ever been to the Vikings-Giants game last year,
And they
2
lost.
years ago.
Yeah, we're not talking.
And
about
that one, I mean, it was great for me. I got to see the gritty in person, so that was great.
I'll
That was
go
tough.
NFL. Probably the two Steelers AFC Championship games against the Ravens and the Jets.
Polamalu had the interception return.
He had the pick us against Baltimore, and then Jets we kind of killed, but they kind of came back in the second half, made it a game. We just got a first down, closed it out. But the Baltimore game was awesome.
Ziggy, we gotta have the same answer here, right?
We can't pick. We don't have to just pick NFL games.
Any
right?
game, yeah.
I mean, it's obviously the Notre Dame Clemson game, 2021.
Yeah, that was the best game I've ever been to for anything.
Oh, for me, it's South Carolina, Alabama. If I had to choose.
Oh yeah.
When
the upset.
Carolina beat Julio Jones in Alabama. But if I'm going NFL, it's the Steelers game.
Oh yeah, no. The Clemson.
I mean,
Notre
NFL
Dame
games
game
are
was
just
awful.
not the same.
Oh, I totally agree. It's not even close.
Watching NFL on TV, I think, is more fun. But if you're going to the game,
The college atmosphere is awesome.
I can name like 10 college games that I've been to more than electric than the Steelers AFC Championship game.
Dude, I don't know. If the Vikings won an NFC Championship game, that'd be awesome. See, you just don't get it. Like you just every year you guys.
he's just so used to winning.
He just
Super
doesn't get
Bowls.
it. He doesn't get it. I know it's been a while, but Julian Alexander. Mine was the Packers game against the Cowboys in Dallas. My only game. Rodgers went back to Devontae for a touchdown when he told him to throw him a better ball. Comeback win was glorious. Then the following. Oh yeah. Wow. Ted saw the double Hail Mary in Arizona. I remember watching that game at our friend David's house, and when Rodgers threw the second Hail Mary, like it was weird because the game was over, but I don't know why. For some reason, I'm watching that. I feel like the LeBron meme when I'm like, yeah, I saw it. I was like, with Rodgers, it never felt over, especially with his Hail Mary abilities. And I remember who caught it. It wasn't Lazard. I can't remember who caught it. It was whatever.
Was it like 89?
Yeah,
Something like
no.
that?
I'll remember immediately when someone says it.
Yeah, who caught
But I do remember, like, looking at the television going, like, well, of course. Like that was my reaction. It wasn't stunned. It was like, well, yeah, that was supposed to happen.
That's got to be a cool
That's
game.
how the
to have
Packers
been
do
at.
it. Oh, that was
gotta
amazing.
be- that's
Jeff
gotta be-
Janis. Yeah, Jeff Janis. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Jeff Janis.
He had some moments. I mean, that
Jay-
was a moment.
J squared. I know the name.
Tyler Ballard, you were at Auburn kick 6 to beat Bama.
Really?
That is pretty cool.
Wow.
That game ended, and my jaw was on the floor, and I looked at my dad and said, "That's the best game I've ever watched in my life."
I was at Auburn this past year, and they lost to Alabama on
It
the
was
Hail
also
Mary.
a great game. Yeah, if anyone's next week you'll be at what, Clemson?
I'll be at Clemson, Virginia
Clemson
Tech.
Vatech, yeah.
Clemson,
And I'll be
Virginia
at
Tech.
Florida State Notre Dame. So, Paul, you should watch Tom Grossi's 10 most heartbreaking Packers games for the Satisfaction. That would be great. That would be awesome. I watched the 1998 Vikings missing rings in like 7th grade, and I got so fed up watching that I actually missed school the next day.
It happens. Middle school years.
I worked myself into a low fever.
Yeah, I mean every
Then-
Nothing
time.
new. Nothing new for new.
Then I cooled down.
Every
There was
time we
one
lose.
game, I don't know what it was, but you were a kid and the Vikings lost and you were really mad and you started like throwing out all of your Vikings jerseys. And then-
That sounds on brand. I mean,
And then I picked them out of the trash for you because I knew you would miss them.
Wait, oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. I mean,
Aw.
there's a few
Round of
things.
applause for Warren.
Yeah, thank you, Lauren. That was very nice. I mean, there's a couple. One, I wasn't like I wasn't like a tyrant. I wasn't like destroying the house. I was just upset.
You see how nice Lauren
I
is?
don't know the way your mother describes things, Paul. I don't know.
No,
Sounds like
I
you
was
just break
not like I was not like punching wall. I like even like now I'm you know
you were like heavy breathing though. Like you would be mad.
No, Paul's a bit of a heavy
You
I
breather.
wasn't like
really
I'm not a
upset.
lunatic. I mean, it was just at the end of the day, I knew it was a game
I mean, I was there when you were putting time out all those years.
for. All right, we need.
For
I was a
act-
good.
for
game.
acting up.
We've got one more question to answer. One more question to answer.
This is insanity.
This is from Will Morris. Why is Jack wearing sunglasses in November inside?
It's bright.
Because I got a deathly hangover, my dude. All
All right, we're wrapping it.
You
there.
want the truth?
Okay, it's 103 here. We appreciate everybody who listened. I'll fix the look at like we have a window open right now, so it's messing with the lighting on the camera, and Jack and I look orange.
Me and Lauren got a lunch date, so we got to wrap it up.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 1 o'clock games are starting up here. We appreciate everyone.
Our snoozers.
Yeah.
Our
I'm
snoozers.
gonna take a
Well,
nap.
I'm kind of excited to see Baltimore and Denver, like we were saying. If Denver wins, that's an interesting result.
If Denver wins at 10-point dogs, that'd be pretty
So
exciting.
if Denver wins, can you come on the reaction shirtless?
No.
Oh, God. Fine.
All right, we appreciate everyone who checked it out. Thanks again, guys, for all the donations to Israel, Trev. Like it was very nice of everybody. Codcraft.
Special thanks to Codcraft Gaming for getting Paul to set aside
Yeah,
his
that was
pride for a
horrible.
minute. We really appreciate
That
that.
was horrible, but that was a lot of fun. Hope you guys had a good time. We appreciate everyone who leaves comments, for subscribing to the show, for joining us. It's a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. We really look forward to it every week whenever we do these lives. So we'll be back. I mean, we'll have a ton of reaction content today. It's a huge week in the NFC North and the NFL.